Alright guys, we're back, and we're playing Doki Doki Rain Cloud, the modded version of Doki Doki Literature Club. This, if you haven't watched yet, or seen anything on this, it's Sayori's version of the story. We get to see how her depression gets the best of her. So, let's get right into it. I've actually not finished any of it. Yesterday we got about 2 days worth in, I believe. So, let's continue on where we left off. Alright. The situation was getting a bit awkward, as usual, because of me. Just because I decided to play dumb and act like she had a boyfriend. Subaru looks at me. It looks like he wants to say something, but I guess he changed his mind. I'd be lying if I said I'm not disappointed. Everybody gets back to their activities. Natsuki is taking care of something in the closet, and Yuri's back to her book. A few seconds later, Natsuki walks towards Subaru and looks at him expectantly. Yeah. Don't worry, I kept my promise. He pulls out the first volume of Perfect Girls out of his bag. Natsuki carefully takes it and checks for some wrinkles. So Subaru read it too. I wonder if he remembered buying them for me as when he did. When we were kids is what I'm assuming she was trying to say, but whatever. I don't think he did. He doesn't really care about the past anymore. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? You can only blame yourself for being paranoid. Where did that come from? That was unnecessarily harsh. I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. Hey, Jigga. I don't blame you. Well, oh, my headset's about to die. Are you serious? I charged it last night. I'm triggered. Okay, my phone's... Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, sorry about that. But yes, oops, we are back. And my headset's charging. Okay, so back to what I was doing. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Subaru and Natsuki head for the closet. We all know what they're gonna do. They soon start having what looks like a funny conversation. I'd love to hear what they're talking about, and I'd love to join them. But they look so nice. They look so cheerful together. I'll just leave them be. Natsuki calls Monika. She sounds irritated. After a quick word with her and Subaru, Monika walks over to me. Talk to me. Hey, Sayori, remember how we talked about the cultural festival the other day? Of course I do. I spent a while thinking about it, and I think we should work on visual aspects a little bit. That would be a great idea, indeed. What do you think we should do? And you kinda quiet. I can't help my mic is quiet. F you. Ugh. Frickin' fix it. Mic. Microphone setup. Ugh. Let me fix the volume. That's not what I want. Micro fudge. Mic. Set up a microphone. Come on. Load. Detecting problems. What? My computer being stupid. I may have to fix some stuff. Give me a second. I know. Give me a second. It's behind, okay. Uno momento. So while this is happening, we are going to do... Yeah, we're just going to leave it how it is. You're just going to have to look at Monika. choices life would take just to find a special day. Do 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 do. Like dang it. Control panel. She can hear me. Hey Cortana. Yep, we'll do that one. That doesn't help me. I want to fix my volume on my stupid mic. Jesus. Why can't I do a simple task of fixing something like this? I'm so sorry. Because people are complaining, I have to fix it. Hey Cortana is off. Keyboard shortcut. Look. Home. Sound settings, that's what I want. Sounds, communication, sounds. Testing. Let's not. Okay. Okay, so yeah, my mic should be working fine. I don't understand. It's playing like it normally should. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not even gonna worry about it. No more troubleshooting. Okay. How about making some posters and stuff? It could be great to spend some time together, and people will enjoy it, right? Oh, that's a great idea. Can I help? Well, maybe we could use some supplies. You know, like crayons, glue, that sort of thing. I'm on it, President. And have you found something to do during the event? Since we need to entertain our newcomers? What about a poetry performance? After all, our poems aren't so bad. It'd be an enjoyable experience. Sure, it would be enjoyable. Oh. I felt a knot in my stomach. This isn't going too go well. I just know it. I'll just go and get what Monica needs for now. I glance at Subaru. I'm sure he's not interested to go with me. So, where can I get what you need? There should be a storage closet in the empty classroom at the 3rd floor. Be careful, it's a bit dark. Don't you worry, I got this. Monica doesn't look too convinced, but she lets me go anyway. I hear some noise in the club room. They must be having so much fun without me. Natsuki and Subaru are still laughing together. I wish Subaru would accompany me, but he seems so busy. Suddenly, I stopped walking. A poem contest? I hadn't realized how bad that was. I can't do that. I really can't. I'll fail. Subaru will be disappointed in me. My friends will leave me, and I will hate myself. But I can't go against Monica's will. What am I supposed to do? I have trouble breathing again. I know something's wrong, but I can't pinpoint what it is. I shake my head. I'll have to do it. I can't show Subaru I'm weak. I need to make him happy. What if I tried? Between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, oops. Caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. I sound so stupid. I'm surprised I still remember this poem, though. I find it beautiful. If I could recite it properly, I'd love to do it in front of Subaru. But I'm not good enough for that, sadly. I sarcastically laughed to myself. So pathetic. I head for the stairs. I need to go up to the upper floor. I hear someone. It sounds like heavy breathing. Is someone in pain? Is anyone there? I hear a gasp of surprise. Is this... Yuri? Is that you? I'm scared the silence of this place is broken by that sound. I see Yuri's feet at the top of the stairs. It's me. Don't be scared. What? Why is Yuri? Yuri, are you alright? Sayori? Oh my. I feel bad. What's happening? Why is Yuri bleeding? Does she do it to herself? Don't tell me you. Sayori, please don't. Don't tell anyone. Please, I beg you. My mind is suffering. Should I tell someone? No. Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. A painting in my room just fell over. Ooh, I do it too. I know how it feels. I know what happens too fast to stop it. But seeing my friend act like that. Sayori. Yes, I won't tell anyone. Yuri, don't worry. She staggers. I'll get going. Yuri, please don't. You have no right to talk about that, Sayori. That came out of nowhere. What does she mean? Why would she do something like that? I'm shaken. Why do I want to cry so much? I hear the club door open in the distance. I can't believe what I just saw. Is this how people would see me if I decided to stop pretending? I can't let it happen. I take a deep breath and I climb up the stairs. I spot a few blood stains on the steps. It makes me shiver. Why am I feeling this way? I just wish Yuri could be happy too. I'm trying my best. But as usual, my best isn't enough. The windows are open, yet everything looks darker here. I try switching on the lights, but they won't work. I enter the nearest classroom. It looks like this is the one Monica was talking about. It's even darker in here. It seems like the windows aren't open. There's dust everywhere. Isn't the school supposed to clean every room? It doesn't matter. I walk to the closet, just like Monica said. This is the storage room. Well, let's do this. I pick one of the boxes up. Ow! I feel a very pain on my arm. The box falls. Oh god. Thank god I didn't. Ow. Did I trip on the box? I felt the blood under my bandage. I must have hit my arm. I don't even want to get up. My body aches. I can still see Yuri in my mind. Why can't I help her? Why do I have to be so worthless? I want to keep everyone happy, but it never works. Before I know it, I'm already sobbing. I don't want any of this anymore. I just want to sleep. But Monica may already be waiting for me. What if she comes to get me? She'll find out just like I did with Yuri. I can't let this happen. I pick up the contents of the box that just fell. Luckily nothing is broken. Everything should be in it. I turn around holding the cardboard box with one hand. Are you sure you're not forgetting something? Who is this? That voice sounds distorted, yet so familiar. I turn around again. Hello? I'm so scared, I can't even breathe. Who is this? I can only see the shadow. My heart is racing faster than ever. Who are you? No, you shouldn't be asking me that. Why don't you ask yourself? What does that mean? I can't move a muscle. I'm paralyzed with fear. I see you're not a clever one. Aren't you tired of lying to everyone? It must be exhausting. I open my mouth to talk, but no words come out. Don't even try talking. You'd only say more useless things. I didn't come here to scare you, you know. I think you can take care of that yourself. You're just scared of everything, aren't you? You're a paranoid, selfish girl. And you wonder why Super doesn't want to be near you. Even a blind person would be able to see that. You're worthless. It's as simple as that. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, that startled me. Ugh, my eyes are shut. If I open them, will this thing still be there? I don't even know what I just saw. What was that? Are you still there? No answer. I open my eyes. It's gone. All those horrible things it said to me. Why were they so accurate? I need to go back to the club room. I need to be back with everyone. Even if they hate me, I don't care. I don't want to be alone. I slam the door behind me. My entire body is trembling. I left the closet open, but I'm not going in there again. I'll just go on the roof for a bit. I need some air. I feel like I'm going to collapse. I put the box down near the door. Even the fresh air doesn't feel good right now. Did I imagine all that? Did I hallucinate? No. No. What I saw was real. And so is the pain I feel? What happened? Maybe Yuri hurt herself because of that too. She came from the top floor. I want Subaru to help me. I fall on my knees and put my head against the fence. I will keep going for you. But please, please help me deal with the pain. My voice is barely audible. Why am I speaking in the first place? No one's around. Monica will just get impatient if I don't bring the supplies. I get up, my muscles hurt. I grab the box and head to the club. I peek inside. Yuri's reading her book as if nothing happened. I didn't even notice her exit the club room earlier. Now that I think about it, I slowly exhale and open the club room door. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just ready to start with sharing our poems. I had forgotten about that. I'm not too disappointed with the one I wrote, though. I feel like it somehow represents me. What? Took you so long, though. Oh no, she noticed. I somehow managed to fall asleep on a table. Monica gives me a strange look, but smiles anyway. Is that so? I don't know why. That doesn't surprise me. Meanie. I quietly sigh. She believed me. Thank God. Well, anyway. Were you able to find everything we needed? Of course. You can count on me. I hand her the cardboard box. She takes a look inside and smiles at me. Good job. Thank you, Sayori. I'll make some more posters tonight. I will too. I'm not really good at drawing, but I'm still happy I can help a bit, in a way. I glance at Subaru. Looked like his talk with Natsuki just ended. He slips a book in his bag. Did she lend him another one? Monica raises her voice to get everyone's attention. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I get mine out of my bag. It's a bit wrinkled, but it should be alright. Everybody else is ready. I look at Subaru. Of course, he's already gazing at Natsuki. I approach them. I really want to hear what Natsuki thinks of his poem. She reads Subaru's poem. She keeps glancing at him and at the poem. Looks like she's reads it several times already. She's trying to find something to say. Is it that bad? No, it's not. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously. You think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? You're so straightforward. You never say something like that to me. I'll tell you. Natsuki stops talking. Looks like she's just realized something. You're trying to impress me. Maybe he's been a little too straightforward. She reads the poem again. Suddenly she lets go of it. Her hands are shaking. I have to use the bathroom. What's wrong with her? I wish I could go check on her, but that would only bother her. Is she too embarrassed? This is unusual. I don't know if it's a bad thing, though. At least for Subaru. Monica approaches him. She looks a bit concerned. Hey, Subaru? Did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? How can she even think about that? Subaru would never intentionally hurt someone. He's too good of a person to do that. No! I just told her that... Suddenly he looks hesitant. Not that I doubted it before, but I'm now completely sure that he's trying to impress Natsuki. I wonder how far he'll go just to do so. Maybe I tried to impress him as well. He'd start liking me too. But it's too late now. She stares at the poem on the floor and picks it up. Subaru looks kind of embarrassed. She reads through it. She looks amused. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? So she's fully aware of it too. I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Subaru? What is she talking about? She's acting a little bit weird. Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. Her voice is shaking a bit, but Subaru doesn't seem to notice that she's nervous. Is it because of his presence? Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Natsuki quietly enters the room. Subaru and Monica don't notice. She waits for a few seconds and then approaches Monica. Hey! She takes the poem from Monica's hands. Her hair is wet. Did she wash her face or something? Did you read this, Monica? Of course, I liked it. Ugh. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know? You have a bad habit of doing that. Monica looks a bit surprised. Does Natsuki think this poem is for her? Is it? It is, in a way, but I didn't even really get to read it yet. But Subaru wrote this poem, and we're supposed to share with everyone, right? I guess she thought that she was going to keep it before everyone else could get a chance to read it. She hesitates for a bit. Okay, well, I think Subaru is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. I want to read it. Why does she want to keep it that much? She's unfair. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. She's still not giving it back to Subaru. Wanna get to read it? Natsuki. I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't gotten to read it yet. He thought about me. I feel slightly better now. I wasn't expecting him to think about me at all. So what? Well, I guess Subaru is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. She hands Subaru his phone. I feel so relieved. It's not like she's going to like it, though. How can she speak on my behalf? She doesn't know what I think. What is this I'm feeling? My heart hurts, but it's not sadness. It's not jealousy either. Is it because of Natsuki that what she said? I don't hate her, but I can let her act like that. I can't let her act like that. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. She hands Subaru her poem. I can see she's trying to hide a smile. Such a bittersweet feeling when I look at those two. I'm such a horrible person. Subaru reads the poem several times. After finishing it, he looks all happy. I've rarely seen such a grin on his face. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's I was way too short. Hey, potato! I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Why is she acting so smug all of a sudden? She's really trying to impress him, I understand that. But does it justify her behavior? I can't really say anything. Nothing can justify my behavior. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I don't have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain a complicated issue with much simpler analogies. It helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? That would be me. Of course, it's about how everyone thinks me. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. I'd love to relate to her poem if only I could read it. But since I didn't even share mine when I arrived, I doubt she'd want to show me hers. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of people find out. They make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares about what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. The feeling I had a minute ago is gone now. I didn't know Natsuki thought about that kind of thing. Is it because she can relate to it? I wish I could be as expressive. Well, you're definitely right. At least, I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. Suddenly Natsuki's expression softens. She looks much calmer. You know, I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Haha. Well, thanks for being honest. His smile looks so genuine. Will I be able to smile like that one day? What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow, okay? Alright, I will. Ugh. Natsuki takes a manga out of her closet and sits on the floor to read. Is she humming? Monica and she really already... Oh, oops. I didn't mean to right click. Monica and she already read the poem, so I guess Subaru has to choose between me or Yuri now. Choose? Like, this is some kind of game. That's just stupid. Just as expected, he walks towards Yuri. I'm not even surprised. Subaru smiles at Yuri and hands her his poem. Let's see what you've written for today. She smiles back as she starts reading. This is pretty good, Subaru. Were you influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday? I think there's one specific person who's been influencing him, actually. That sounds so bitter. This don't like me. I feel like I'm becoming another person. I need to shut up. I guess you could say that. I was also a bit surprised how differently everyone writes. So I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Oh, thank you for the subscription. It hasn't pulled up or anything, so I didn't see it, so... Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Yep. Didn't pull up anything. Sorry. Thank you for the subscription, though. That's nice. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. English. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. This sounds so much like me. However, if I don't actively think, I end up writing stupid things. Or making stupid drawings. I remember the drawing I made yesterday. I want to burn it. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write the things that you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I slightly smile. Maybe I could try that. I feel a little bit inspired. I know, I won't feel this way this evening, so I should enjoy it while I can. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. That's certainly an interesting technique, is what that should have said. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri simply nods. She timidly hands over her poem, and Subaru gently takes it. I can see that he's taking his time to read it. Is there a problem with her handwriting? Yuri hesitates a bit, but she decides to talk first. Was Subaru waiting for her to do so? I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. This just makes me want to read it all the more. The metaphors I read in Parfait Girls yesterday really piqued my interest. But it seems that Subaru only used this word as a way to say he doesn't understand her poem. Oh my lord, I'm getting notifications at the wazoo on my phone. Sorry about that. To say he doesn't understand her poem, okay. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as I canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it was supposed to mean. Well played. That was subtle. Subaru's good with words. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's these... Oops. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Suddenly I remember what I saw when I went to get the supplies. My heart starts racing a bit. Is that what she meant by unusual hobbies? So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh? That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Exactly what I thought. Did these two talk to each other, or was it pure coincidence? Eh? She did. Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into, as long as... Okay, I'm gonna fix this. This is going too slow for me. Oh my god, okay. Into, as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's... well, that's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? You can't really judge someone by their general appearance or behaviors. You never know what's hiding underneath someone, certainly personality traits. Yuri should know. After what I saw earlier, please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. Subaru nods and gives her back her poem. It's my turn now. What will he think of my poem? Will he think it's edgy? Will he understand it? Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all. Hey, Sayori! Feeling okay? Since when does he care about me? I grin at him. This almost feels like a real smile. He chuckles a bit and hands me his poem. And here it is. He draw her! Oh my god! By the way, this is what it looks like when you're going through it. And you're just like, what? His poem. His poem was beautiful, but did he draw Natsuki? At this point, he's not even trying to hide it anymore. Is this why Natsuki reacted the way she did earlier? No, she would have mentioned it, so maybe she didn't see it. One thing's for sure, his drawing skills have improved greatly for it only being one day. I might as well just ignore it and act all enthusiastic for his poem. Oh, I like this one, Subaru. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. Is it that obvious? That drawing is getting all my attention. I can't concentrate on the poem itself. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, Subaru. Never, ever. I want to punch myself in the face. Isn't this what I'm doing every day, lying to him? Of course, it's for his own good, but I can't forgive myself for that. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then? It's a real excited point. It's all my fault. I shouldn't have given my thoughts on this poem. And I can't even tell him why I feel the way I do. Just why would he draw Natsuki like that? It's bugging me. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I can tell he's doubting me. I don't really think he believes me. This is true, though. Feelings are important when it comes to poems. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. That's the truth. I can't really tell what I enjoy. Happy poems feel too fake, yet sad poems feel too real. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aww. You want to write something for me? I'm just getting nervous. What am I saying? This playing stupid. That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself for once. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. What? Getting hurt? Does he suspect something? No. Doesn't look like he does. He can't be concerned about me. No. He's just trying to be nice. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. It looks like he's waiting for me to tell him what kind of poems I like. What am I supposed to say? Anyway, let's see. What do I like in a poem? I wrote this morning. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. What am I saying? I'm too nervous. I don't even know why. But now that I think about it, the poem I wrote is bittersweet. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. How am I supposed to explain why I like sad things? I don't even know why myself. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. I love that metaphor. I'm sure Super will find it stupid. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Did he really like it? Maybe he won't hate my poem that much after all. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Subaru. I should go write that down then. Technically, I already did. I don't know if he'll pick up on that metaphor I used in my poem. You can read my poem now, okay? I hand him my poem, feeling more nervous than ever before. Am I scared of what he'll say? I can't English. Holy crap. Oh no. I'm sure he hated it. I know I shouldn't have. Sayori, did you really write this? What? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? I'm acting all confident, but the truth is I really didn't expect his reaction. Is it a good or a bad thing? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. I nervously giggle. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. A shiver runs down my spine at the thought of what happened in the empty classroom. In touch with my feelings. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. Was I too clear in my poem? Please don't find out, please. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. That was close. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. Usually I'd be lying about that, but somehow the poem I wrote this morning wasn't too bad. Monica was right. Writing is a good way to express ourselves. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Isn't this a bit too much? I never know where to stop. Don't get ahead of yourself. He gives me my poem back and heads over to the table. I'm really relieved that he liked it. Honestly, it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. I almost forgot about it. What I saw today. Thanks to him, he got that positive aura around him, I guess. I take a sheet of paper out of my bag, and I start sketching out a poster. Monica wanted me to make them, right? I don't really know what it should look like, but if it ends up being like my drawing from yesterday, no, I can't think about that. Suddenly Monica begins dressing the club. It looks like she was waiting for me, and Subaru to finish talking. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. We all go to the front of the class, and Monica's already readied some chairs for us. She's a great president. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. She's not wrong. I'm most likely going to ruin everything. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the festival. Or event, whatever. Ugh. I look at the poster I've been working on. It doesn't really look good. Oh, she won't look at it. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to do for the poem. I done goofed. I can't English. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry, I thought you heard already about it already. We're gonna be performing. I completely forgot about that. Well, I do. How am I supposed to perform in front of an audience? I'll just end up failing. Even if I write a great poem, my performance will be bad. Looks like I'm not the only worried one, though. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event, but the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. She looks at me. It seems as though she expects me to show her what I made. I hold it up. Monica nods. I'm pretty sure she likes hers better. Hey, Yuri. I see you right here. After all, she already put some up around the school. Why do I have to make more? Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Monica looks really disappointed. She was so proud of her idea. Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to perform in front of a group of people like that. The 12-year-old that's sort of a computer genius. Hello. I'm just gonna let you guys talk. Okay. Don't tell me they're going to have another heated argument. I don't want any of this again. I'm not staying here if they do. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. She shakes her head. She's so embarrassed. The good mood everyone had is now gone. It looks like Monica is the only one who's enjoying this moment. I want everyone to have fun during the festival, even if I don't want to attend, but... Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Monica gives everyone a compassionate smile. It looks like she understands how hard it is to breach one's own comfort zone. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole group of people. I guess I'm getting distracted by the chat and it's making me like screw my sentences up. I'm not gonna look. I guess I kinda overlooked that. So I'm sorry. I'd like to side with Natsuki and Yuri, but I really don't want to perform. Because I don't really want. But this club is Monica's pride and joy, so I can't let her work and go to waste, even if it's going to be embarrassing. And even if I end up hating myself more so than I do now. I will do it. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. I can't deny that all the things she just said are right. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. Monica flashes me a big smile, but Yuri and Natsuki don't seem too convinced. Sayori looks like he's thinking, "Hi, Ambrose. I wonder if he's interested in doing the performance." Will he side with Natsuki? That's right. And it's for those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share it with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. She's really persuasive. Is that when she was on the debate team? At this point, it's just a manipulation. Not that it's bad. Not that it's a bad thing, of course. They remain silent. Sayori looks at me. He seems worried. I still can't tell if he wants to do it or not. I see him ponder for a moment, and then he finally decides to speak. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. I can't believe what I'm hearing. So, Subaru really is interested in our activities. I feel some kind of warmth in my heart. Maybe this day isn't as bad as I thought it was. Well, maybe, but... As soon as Subaru intervened, Natsuki's behavior changed. Does she? It's pretty clear she does. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to go along with it. I'll just have to get it over with. English, Jesus. Alright. Now we just need to convince Yuri. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? He looks away with a worried expression. I hate myself for forcing her, but I want the club to be successful. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. Seeing her face reminds me of what I saw. Maybe it's just because of that type of situation that she does those kinds of things. It may be my fault. However, it doesn't really look like she's upset. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Once again, everybody is worried. I got an old poem from my bag. I think it's fairly similar to the one I wrote you today, so I hope Subaru will like it. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help. Everyone will... I can't speak. Let's try this again. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Without even thinking, I raise my hand. Can I go next? Of course. I don't know why I asked, I just felt like it. I don't think I'll be able to recite it properly, but maybe Super will appreciate it, or maybe I'm just being too hopeful. I cannot read worth crap today, Jesus. It's too late now anyway. Now, let's see. She flips open her book and skims through it. She looks focused. After a few moments, she stands behind the podium and happily meets all of our gazes. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica stands tall and proud as she begins reciting her poem. She speaks clearly and loudly. I can tell she's practiced this. I feel so absorbed by her words, it's as if she's the only one in the room. I glance at my surroundings. Subaru's face is relaxed into a natural smile. Why does this scene feel so powerful? Yuri and Natsuki both look focused. Are they trying to read into Monica's words? When Monica finishes her recitation, I'm speechless. That was incredible. Hey, boss. I couldn't think of anything else except her and her poem. The four of us applaud. Monica is all out of breath. She smiles at us. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. I feel bad. Nah. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I take a deep breath as I prepare to perform. I don't even want to think about myself right now. I want to focus on my recitation. Recitation? That doesn't sound right. Oh well. Suru was right. I'm really getting absorbed by it. Let's... I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri's ready to start reading. I'm kind of disappointed. I really wanted to read, but it's my role to make everyone happy, so I might as well just let her read. This poem is called... She anxiously glances around the room. She's a bit like me. She's impulsively wanted to read her poems she lost now. Will it be the same for me? You can do it, Yuri. Yuri gives me a determined look and nods her head. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. As she starts reading her poem, I can tell she's feeling uneasy. Her voice shakes and her breathing is irregular. This makes me wonder why she was so eager to come up and read in front of everyone. Is it because she wants to prove that she's worth something? I've been comparing the two of us to one another ever since our interactions outside the clubroom. I should stop doing that. After a few lines, Yuri's voice changes and she stops looking at us. She's so absorbed by her own poem, it's impressive. I wouldn't say it's as powerful as Monica's, but her poem really pulls you in. She may not actually remember where she is. I really wonder what's going on inside her head. She sounds like she's in her element. After reading the last sentence, she slowly lifts her head and looks at us. She shakes her head and realizes where she is. She looks embarrassed again. Subaru is the first one to applaud. The rest of us begin to clap as well. Yuri seems pleased. I think everyone is in disbelief. After all, it's pretty rare to see Yuri act so confidently. I'd love to tell her I'm proud of her, but I just end up looking stupid. She hurries back to her chair and her poem still in hand. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like she's not ready to talk yet. Did she push herself too far? I look around me. It looks like Natsuki isn't ready to go yet. I clench my poem and stand up. Okay, I guess I'm next then. I walk to the podium. I have a big smile on my face, but I feel like I'm going to throw up. This definitely wasn't a good idea, especially after seeing the talents of Monica and Yuri. I'm far from being as good as those two. This one's called My Meadow. They're all looking at me. Sorry, I giggled. Welcome, Zane. Sayori. I heard he looks fed up. It's not my fault. I really don't feel good. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I take a second or two to think about what Monica just told me. I'm doing this for myself. Nobody's around me. I see. Okay then. I begin reciting my poem. My voice shakes at first. For myself. No one around. I can feel the fresh air around me. It's like I'm not even in the club room anymore. It's like I'm no longer in this world. It feels so peaceful. I keep reading my poem with the words flow out of my mouth. I've rarely felt this good in my entire life. For my entire life. I read the last few words of my poem and I sigh. I want to stay here. I don't want to go. I'm back to the club. I don't know what just happened, but my recitation is over already. I did it. Subaru stands up and smiles. Good job, Sayori. Even Subaru liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? What did I say? I was so focused on my poem and my performance that I thought out loud. He gives me a weird look and sits back down on his chair. It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. What does she mean? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. I practiced a poem of higher difficulty while I was in the corridor, but I just can't put it in as strong of emotions as the one I just recited. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. I think she just tried to make me understand my performance wasn't really good. I'm not really disappointed. I was expecting that. I'm just glad Subaru somewhat enjoyed it. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Subaru. It's not like I can compare you with you guys anyway. Might as well let Subaru lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Natsuki, why is she being so harsh towards him? I glance at Subaru. He looks a bit hurt. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read anyway. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Subaru stands up and lazily walks towards the podium. He won't admit it, but it looks like he's bothered by what Natsuki said. Everybody stops talking and looks at him. He's clearly embarrassed. He starts reciting his poem. Even though it's only composed of simple words, I feel him reach into the bottom of my heart. I cannot read. Worth crap. I keep nervously glancing at Doki as he reads it. Subaru heavily sighs after he's done reading. Everyone claps. Natsuki has a huge smile on her face, but she stops as soon as she spots me looking at her. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki is acting tough, but I can tell she's very nervous. Is it because she doesn't want to perform in front of Subaru? The poem is called... It's called... why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. She takes a deep breath and begins reading her poem out loud. She's trying to avoid our gaze as much as possible. It soon starts sounding like Yuri and Monika's story. Her poem is so cute, yet so deep. That's to be expected of her. Again, everyone applauds when she's done reading. She doesn't even smile, she just goes to her seat without looking at us. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. She really tries to hide her shy personality. There's so much I don't know about all the people in this room. I've known them for years, yet I discover things about them every day. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. She and I are polar opposites, yet I can relate to her so much. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so why is she being unnecessarily aggressive? Well, I guess in that case, you don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get everyone enough practice before the festivals, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. I don't really know what I'd like to recite. Maybe I could try reading some more Parfait Girls to find some inspiration. It worked out pretty well this morning. The inspiration I felt a bit earlier still hasn't worn off. Today is a surprisingly enjoyable day. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Is Subaru blushing? It's so cute. Monica really knows how to flatter people. The five of us put our poems back in our bags. I'm glad this is over. It was enjoyable. But I'm really starting to feel... I don't know what I just said. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. Alright, so I think we're going to pause for a second because I may be getting kicked off momentarily, so we're going to pause here. So I'm going to switch to this, not that one.